this is way better than we thought because the Pittsburgh Penguins, in their home opener, they won another game. They are now 2-0 with huge gains from veterans and rookies. And we will be talking about all of that and more today on Penguins Digest. So, hello everyone. Welcome back to Penguins Digest. Of course, my name is Nikash Ganguli. Hope everyone is having an amazing day and amazing time whenever you guys are getting the chance to watch this. Hopefully it's right when it's uploaded, because you know how you can see right when it's uploaded? You can press subscribe, because 67.5% of viewers are not subscribed to Penguins Digest. So if you want to hear about today's game where Evgeni Malkin had a huge, maybe he's playing like he's 24 again. He's turning back the clock. Philip Hollander, Harrison Brunick all had good games. Sidney Crosby, Tristan Jarry. If you want to hear about all of that, hit that subscribe button. It's super easy. Right down below. Just hit that button. Super simple. Hit that notification bell too if you do want to get a notification right when our videos do drop. We're covering everything Pittsburgh Penguins, game recaps, game previews, obviously any transactions. We will be here for you. And of course, as always, if you do want to join the Digest Media team, you can check you can type in the link. Where is it? On screen right there. digestmedia.ca/join us to apply. And also, there's a link in the description as well to hit that link. So if you're a huge sports fan, you're super passionate, you want to write, you want to talk. It can even be, not even about the Pittsburgh teams. If you're super passionate about any sport, you can check it out. Digest Media, we're a great team, man. We're always looking at applications. Let's get into the game, because I've been talking a lot, and I'm going to be talking a lot because it was a huge game for the Pittsburgh Penguins. What did they do? They won. They beat the New York Islanders in, a pretty entertaining game. But what was the most entertaining thing was we had a surprise jersey reveal. They came out in warm-ups with wearing their regular home jerseys. And then when the game started, they came out with this, I would say, pretty nice new third jersey. So we're going to get into the jersey and what it means. I personally do enjoy it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of the third jersey. There's going to be a lot of me asking you guys what you think. So yeah, a third jersey's cool. Me personally, I don't really put too much into jerseys. Like, if a jersey's nice, I'll say it's nice. But if a jersey's bad, I'm not going to think about it too much. But it's a nice jersey, and we can look at the details here. I'm going to try and read this to you guys, so just kind of bear with me here. The Fanatics jersey prominently features a standalone skating penguin as the crest on the Penguins' gold background. A triangle shoulder patch symbolic of Point State Park encompasses three river waves, a black monochromatic checker pattern, and an igloo to pay homage to the team's original home. Details representing Pittsburgh are included throughout the design of the jersey. The three black stripes on the sleeves mimic the three rivers of Pittsburgh. Oh my gosh, I feel bad. I can't pronounce that because I'm not a Pittsburgh native. So I'm not going to disrespect anybody from Pittsburgh and try to pronounce it. I can pronounce the Ohio, but the letters and numbers are inspired by the historic trolley car system of Pittsburgh, while the loop label on the bottom of the backside of the jersey shows an iconic yellow bridge. The final detail on the inside collar is a blue and white checkered pattern from the city flag and seal flanking each side of the word Pittsburgh. The Penguins' gold is reminiscent of Mario Lemieux and the Penguins of the 1980s. It was most recently worn as an alternate jersey during the 2018-19 season and at the 2017 Stadium Series versus cross-state rival Philadelphia. So yeah, I think this jersey is really nice. It's a pretty solid jersey. Really nothing like super innovative, but I think it looks super clean on the ice, and I thought it was a super solid jersey. But let's get into the game. So obviously the Penguins did win this game by a score of 4-3. Notably, Harrison Brunick scored his first NHL goal, which was super cool. The game started with the Penguins, tied at 1. Matthew Schaefer gets his first assist in the NHL. Obviously the Islanders did go up 2-1. It was super back and forth. If you look at it, it was 1-1, then it was 2-1, then it was 2-2, then it was 3-2, and then it was 3-3, and then it was 4-3, with Justin Brazeau playing extremely well on that line with Anthony Mantha and Evgeni Malkin scoring his third goal of the season there. So yeah, I mean, a pretty exciting game, as exciting as it can get for a home opener, in my opinion. Even with a team like the Islanders, who aren't known to be an exciting squad, the Penguins pulled out a pretty solid win, in my opinion. And 2-0 keeps trucking along. Who thought the Penguins would start the season off 2-0? I know a lot of people did not. So, pretty solid game again. Looking at the scorecard here, again, I feel like the Penguins played a really solid game at the end of the day. Just looking here, Evgeni Malkin, as we know, played a really good game. He's been good all season. Sidney Crosby, Rickard Rakell, Chris, everybody played good, except, I guess, by these stats, Patrick Waterspoon and Ryan Shea. And my boy Billy Koivunen had an okay game, but he was actually bumped off the first line, so we'll talk about that more. I still believe in you, Billy. I still believe in you, even though you're on the third line now. I still believe in you. Although I might have to drop you for my fantasy team because I'm trying to win, of course. But Billy Koivunen, you saw believers here on Penguins Digest, of course. So it was super cool. And then obviously Evgeni Malkin, for a time he was technically first in the league in points, but Jack Eichel overtook him. But right now he is second in the league in points, 5 points in 2 games for Evgeni Malkin. And what people are saying is last season, I think Evgeni Malkin's trying to say, I do not think so. Because he's playing super well. Is Evgeni Malkin going to win the Hart Trophy or the Art Ross? Remains to be seen, Penguins fans, because if he keeps playing like this, he just might. And who knows what will happen once McGrody and Russ come back. I don't know if Dan Muse is going to touch that huge second line where everyone's like 6 foot million or whatever, 6'5". But I think the line's been trucking on, so why change it, in my opinion? Evgeni Malkin, how old is he? We may never know because he's still playing super, super well. And then, of course, I did want to bring up as well, Justin Brazeau is tied for third in goals with, some elite talent up there with Kyle Connor, and then only Pavel Dorofeyev, who had a hat trick the other night, has more goals than him. So Justin Brazeau, who would have thought, fourth liner to being tied for second in goals with 3. It's the beginning of the season, guys, but we have to have a little fun. Am I right? We have to have a little fun here. So Justin Brazeau, playing really well. I think playing a lot better than a lot of Penguins fans thought he'd be like a bang and crash fourth liner, but he keeps scoring. And why let the good times keep rolling with Mantha, Brazeau, and Malkin? Those 2 new additions on the wing of Malkin have looked pretty solid through 2 games so far, and it's been super cool. And then obviously Harrison Brunick and Philip Hollander are also playing very good. So I lost my train of thought there. But milestone night for both of them. Philip Hollander had his first points, and Harrison Brunick obviously had his first goal. But my question is, Philip Hollander assisted on Harrison Brunick's first goal. So where are the 2 pucks from? Is my opinion. Obviously, Brunick has the first goal puck. But what's the puck for Philip Hollander's assist? Is that his assist? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think it's an interesting question, but you gotta ask. Or maybe Brunick gave the puck to Hollander and they took a photo, and then I assume Hollander. You know what? I'm wasting time here. Anyway, a big thing was Philip Hollander went onto the first line. This is from a Josh Yohe article. The Penguins had momentum from the time Muse made some line changes in the second period. Philip Hollander, playing his 4th NHL game and first of the season, was bumped up to the top line to replace a struggling Billy Koivunen and recorded his first NHL point on Brunick's goal. And then Josh Yohe said he's not always been impressed with Hollander, but and then he says Brian Rust when he's 100% to join Crosby and Raquel. But there seems to be a place in the lineup for Hollander. He obviously didn't play the first game with the Penguins, but he has looked pretty good. And then also it should be noted that the new look lineup, Ben Kindle with Koivunen and Tommy Novak, was pretty good together. Koivunen can play, but maybe he's not ready to play with Crosby, or just maybe it's not a great fit. I like to see that line together for a couple games. There's something there. So Billy Koivunen, as a Billy Koivunen truther, I don't want to see him on that third line. I want to see him on that first line. As a Billy Koivunen fantasy owner, I might have to drop you, buddy. I'm sorry. Like, I really didn't want to do it, but because I love Billy Koivunen, it just might not be how it goes, guys. I'm sorry. And then I saw the comments yesterday in the video where I said Jari was starting. I know some people weren't, or Jari. I know some people weren't super excited for that, but look at Tristan Jari's stats. He had a 919 and made 34 saves on 37 shots. He played really well. So if the Penguins can have both goaltenders going with Shilovs and Jari, I think they're gonna, I don't know if they're gonna make the playoffs, but I think they'll be fighting all year. I think the Penguins are out to prove something because everyone is down on them. Everyone says everyone's gonna be traded, but you know what? Why? New head coach, new system. A lot of these young guys have been playing pretty well. Where we don't even have McGrody in the lineup. Guys like Tristan Brose and Avery Hayes again are in the AHL. I think it's exciting for Pittsburgh. And Tristan Jari, why not add fuel to the fire and play good? Because everyone else is playing pretty well. And then I think, what if the Penguins are like kind of good as the season goes along, and then they get a left defenseman? Because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the left defense is the only part of the lineup I'm not loving. And then you want to keep the vibes up. Mario Lemieux was also at the game. It was in the locker room after the victory, something he hasn't done in a long time. He talked to Crosby, Malkin Letang, and Malkin's son Nikita. To this day, there is something about Lemieux's mere presence that perks up everyone when he is around. I've never seen anything like it. Sure, everyone was in a good mood anyways, but when he walked into the room, everything changed. Never has one figure been important to a sports franchise than Lemieux is to the Penguins. Crosby, Malkin, and Letang themselves, pretty big deals in the game of hockey. Looked like excited kids to greet him. it was as happy as a team in the locker room following a regular season victory in a very, very long time. So the vibes are immaculate in Pittsburgh, everyone. I don't know. I know in the offseason there wasn't a lot of good things to say, and we were on the channel being like, oh, they're going to trade this or trade that or whatever. We're just following the news, of course, but let's bring some positivity to Pittsburgh, everyone. We'll drop that in the comments. We're bringing positivity to the Penguins this year, everyone. And then something I did kind of want to note, this happened as I was preparing for the video. I didn't even notice this happening, but Connor Dewar was, I guess, cross-checked in the face by Jonathan Drouin, and now he's spending one game. I really didn't notice this, and I heard, I didn't get to catch the entire game, unfortunately, but I think no one really talked about this online either. He literally cross-checked, maybe because it was a big scuffle, some might say. So again, Connor Dewar, I hope he's fine. I didn't really see anything about it. And then Drouin is gonna be suspended. And then the Penguins, they are staying at home to play the New York Rangers again. A redux of the game of their season opener. I believe it was on Tuesday. They play the Rangers. I don't know who's gonna be starting that game. Maybe you just go back to Shilov's. He's playing off a shutout and played good against the Rangers, of course. And then you keep rotating with Jari, who's going to be against the Ducks on Tuesday, as the Penguins will begin their West Coast road trip. So, guys, let me know how good the vibes are in Pittsburgh. I think they're really good. I don't live in Pittsburgh, so if you do live in Pittsburgh, let me know what the feeling is around the team. Everyone's playing really well, and of course, here on Penguins Digest, we're covering absolutely everything. So if you did enjoy the video, make sure you guys subscribe. Let's go Pens, the positive Penguins. They keep trucking along.